Good evening friends, welcome again to my channel Ask Me Tax. Today we'll discuss one new section which is introduced in the Finance Act 2021, that is TDS on purchase of goods, section 194Q of the Income Tax Act 1961. So the Finance Act 2021 inserted a new section, section 194Q, providing for tax deducted at source TDS on purchase of goods with effect from 1st July 2021. So the provision of section 194Q would apply to buyer whose total sales, gross receipt or turnover from the business carried on by him exceeds rupees 10 crore during the financial year immediately preceding the financial year in which the goods are purchased. So, if one buyer, his turnover is exceeded 10 crore during financial year 2021, so in this financial year, section 194Q is applicable to him. It further provides that such tax is to be deducted on purchase of goods from a seller who is a resident of India under the provision of Income Tax Act. The rate prescribed for deduction of tax is 0.1% of the value or aggregate value of the goods that exceeds rupees 50 lakhs in the financial year. So this section is applicable to residential seller only, and the rate is 0.1% on the aggregate value of the goods that exceeds rupees 50 lakhs in the financial year. So 0.1% to be deducted, the value exceeds 50 lakhs during the financial year. Tax should be required to be deducted at higher rate of 5% if the seller doesn't have a PAN in India. Enabling amendment has been carried out to the provision of section 206AA of the Income Tax Act. So as applicable in case of other TDS provision, liability to deduct tax would arise at that time of credit or payment, whichever is earlier, and would include any sum credited to any account, whether called by name suspense account or by any other name. The above provision of deduction of tax at source on purchase of goods is not applicable in the following cases. So which cases this section is not applicable? Where tax is deductible under any of the provision of the Act. If tax to be deductible under any other section, this section is not applicable. Where tax is collected under section 206C of the Act except to transaction covered under section 206 subsection 1H. So it is also to be noted that this section is applicable on sale of goods only, and services have presently been kept out of the ambit of this section. Therefore, the limit of 50 lakhs for each financial year have to be taken for purchase of goods alone. So there are lot of confusion and lot of queries in this section. So we'll discuss top 14 questions and its answer. Who is liable to deduct tax under section 194Q? The answer is the tax shall be deducted under section 194Q by a buyer carrying on a business whose total sale, gross receipt or turnover from the business exceeds rupees 10 crore during the financial year immediately preceding the financial year in which such goods are purchased. This provision shall be applicable from 1st July 2021. Thus, the liability to deduct tax under this provision in the financial year 2021-22 shall arise if the turnover of the purchaser was more than rupees 10 crore in the financial year 2020 and 21. Is this applicable for all type of assessee like individual and firms? The provisions are applicable to all type of assessees, whoever satisfies the definition of buyer. At present, there are no exclusion made for this provision. Is it applicable for the goods alone or include services also? The new provision is applicable on purchase of goods only and not on services. Once the consideration for purchase of goods exceeds rupees 50 lakhs, is the TDS required to be made on the entire consideration or only on the consideration that exceeds rupees 50 lakhs? Subsection 1 of section 194Q requires the buyer to deduct tax on purchase of goods. It provides for deduction of tax at the rate 0.1% of the sum exceeding rupees 50 lakhs in a financial year. Thus, tax shall be deducted at source on the consideration that exceeds rupees 50 lakhs. Let us say, in case where the first purchase was made for rupees 35 lakhs and the second purchase was made for rupees 40 lakhs, the TDS should be made only on second purchase and only on the amount of rupees 25 lakhs. I mean 35 lakhs plus 40 lakhs, total 75 lakhs minus 50 lakhs, the threshold limit. So, TDS should be on 25 lakhs only. Is a buyer importing goods from outside India required to deduct tax at source under this section? Section 194Q provides that any person being a buyer who is responsible for paying any sum to any resident being a seller is required to deduct tax at source under this provision. Thus, the obligation to deduct tax under this provision arises only when the payment is made to a resident seller. As on in the case of import, the seller is a non-resident. The buyer will not have any obligation to deduct tax under this provision. The buyer may take a declaration regarding the residential status of the seller. However, the TDS under section 195 or payment of equalization levy may be required in respect of such transaction. In the case of purchase of goods through high sea sales transactions, this exception may not be applicable as high sea sales may be a resident. Whether TDS to be deducted on purchase of capital goods. Goods means every kind of movable property subject to certain exception and inclusions irrespective of whether it is a capital goods or not. Hence, TDS to be deducted on purchase of capital goods. Whether TDS to be deducted on purchase of immovable property by a developer. Goods means every kind of immovable property subject to certain exceptions and inclusions. Thus, the immovable property shall not be treated as goods. Consequently, the TDS under section 194Q shall not be deducted from the purchase of immovable property by a developer. Whether TDS should be deducted on purchase of software. Taxation of software has always been a subject of debate under the income tax laws. In absence of any guidelines in the Income Tax Act, Such classification has always been a subject matter of litigation. The Finance Act 2012 has made the clarification amendments in Section 9 to broaden the scope of taxation of royalty. This has been clarified by the amendment that the consideration for the use of right to use of computer software is a royalty. The factor of medium ownership, use of right to use, and location have been clarified as immaterial. The amendments have thus given a new dimension to tax administration in the sphere of royalty taxation. The payment towards royalty is subject to TDS under Section 194J or Section 195 of the Income Tax Act. The provision of Section 194Q would not apply where tax is deductible under any other provisions. When goods are purchased by a customer from an e-commerce participant, would Section 194Q apply or Section 194O? Section 194O was introduced requiring deduction of tax by e-commerce operator while making payment to e-commerce participants. So far as the conditions to trigger Section 194O satisfies, tax should be deducted by the e-commerce operator under Section 194O of the Income Tax Act for the following reason. Section 194Q specifically exempts transactions that are subject to tax withholding under any other provision of the Act, and Section 194O starts with a non-abstent clause and therefore overrides Section 194Q. From which date the threshold limit of rupees 50 lakhs will be computed. The Finance Act 2021 has inserted Section 194Q with effect from 1st July 2021 to provide for the deduction of tax on certain purchases. The TDS has to be deducted if the value or aggregate purchase value exceeds rupees 50 lakhs during the previous year. Whether this limit of 50 lakhs for deducting TDS shall be recognized from 1/4/2021 or 1st July 2021. Similarly, confusion arose when Section 206 subsection 1H was introduced by the Finance Act 2020 with effect from 1st October 2020, in respect of which the CBDT vide Circular number 17 dated 29 September 2020 has clarified that since the threshold of 50 lakhs is with respect to the previous year, calculation of sale consideration for triggering TCS under this provision shall be computed from 1st April 2020. Hence, if a seller has already received rupees 50 lakhs or more up to 30th September 2020 from a buyer, TCS under this provision shall apply on all receipt of sale consideration on or after 1st October 2020. Applying the same principle, it can be concluded that threshold of rupees 50 lakhs shall be computed from 1st April 2021. Thus, if a buyer has already purchased goods of value rupees 50 lakhs or more up to June 30, 2021 from a seller, TDS under this provision shall apply on all purchases on or after 1st July 2021. Whether TDS is to be deducted on the total invoice value including the GST. A similar issue has been raised in respect of Section 194J, to which the CBDT vide Circular number 23rd 2017 has clarified that Wherever in term of agreement or contract between the payer and the payee, the component of GST on services comprised in the amount payable to a resident is indicated separately. Tax had been deducted at source on the amount paid or payable without including such GST on service component. However, such clarification was issued in respect of GST on services only. No such clarification has been issued for GST on goods. However, in respect of section 206 subsection 1 heads, the CBDT by circular number 17 dated 29 September 2020 has clarified that since the collection is made with reference to receipt of amount of sale consideration, no adjustment on account of indirect taxes including GST is required to be made for collection of tax under this provision. Since deduction under section 194Q is to be made with reference to the purchase value, applying the same principle, it can be concluded that GST shall form part of the purchase value. Therefore, the TDS is deductible on purchase value inclusive of GST. Whether purchase return should be adjusted for computing the threshold of rupees 50 lakhs in a financial year. The threshold of rupees 50 lakhs is to be computed considering the consideration paid for purchases, and thus where the goods are returned, the value of such goods shall be reduced for arriving at the threshold of rupees 50 lakhs. However, such purchase return ought to have been made on or before the point of tax deduction, as the threshold of rupees 50 lakhs has to be checked at the point of time when liability to deduct at source arises. Any subsequent returns cannot be considered. Applicability of TDS on works contract if single invoice issued. A construction contract involving supply of goods, labor and other services is now classified as a service under the GST regulations. However, if a single invoice is issued with no bifurcation into value of goods and services, a question then arises whether the provision of TDS and TCS applicable on the single invoices. Section 194Q subsection 5 clause A provides that the provision of 194Q shall not be applicable if tax has been deducted under any provision of the Act. Hence, if TDS is deducted under any other provision of the full invoice, then TDS under section 194Q is not applicable. Can a seller apply for the certificate for lower deduction of TDS? An assessee can apply to the assessing officer to issue a certificate for deduction of tax at lower rate where TDS is applicable under other provision like 194C, 194J, 194I, etc. Such certificate shall be issued if existing and estimated tax liability of the assessee justifies deduction of tax at lower rate. Further, certain assessee have an option to file a declaration for nil deduction of tax. However, the Finance Act 2021 has not extended the benefit to apply for a certificate for deduction of tax at lower rates or to file declaration for nil deduction in respect of transaction covered under section 194Q. Hence, the assessee doesn't have the opinion to approach. Hence, the assessee doesn't have the option to approach the assessing officer to issue a certificate for a lower tax deduction or to file declaration for nil deduction in respect of transactions covered under this section 194Q. Thank you.